Hello. For some reason which I don't know, it seems that this day, at the end of the 19th and beginning of the 20th century, was the day on which the American Patent Office used to issue its patents. And so, for example, it was on this day that in 1849, Abraham Lincoln, the only president to have received a patent, was patented with the invention of a means of moving boats over shoals or other obstacles. And there have been other well-known patents of the flying machine patented in 1906 by the Wright brothers. And then something more to just entertain us. The piano player, which it was operated by, the music was on a roll with holes in it that was moved across a drum by pedaling, and this made the keys on the piano move into a tune. This was invented and patented in 1900 by Edwin Votey. And then there were practical things like the dry wall, which was patented in 1894 by Augustus Sackett, and a particular way of building skyscrapers, patented in 1888 by Leroy Buffington, and so it goes on. And I just think it's wonderful, all these different inventions that people are coming up with. Some of them of things that we would just normally just take for granted. For example, in 1893, Washington Sheffield patented the toothpaste tube. And it made me realise that so many of the things that we have around us and use without thinking now must have been thought out by somebody. I'm just looking around my kitchen. there's obvious things like a dishwasher and a microwave, but there are much simpler things like a tin opener, or more recently the kind of can that's got the loop on top so you don't need a tin opener, or even something as basic as a pair of scissors. At some point somebody's decided, here's a way of doing something which will save me time and make life easier, and I'm going to invent it. And of course most things like that don't have to be patented, but some do, and that's what we remember today. And so I just want to celebrate this wonderful ingenuity of human beings, and ours too, because there are times when we're faced with a particular problem. How am I going to do this? What am I going to use? What instrument can I find to help me achieve this particular task? And we think out a way of doing it. Probably just the once. They're unlikely to be inventing something that's going to be any use to anybody else, but we just use our inventive, creative minds to work out how to achieve a task. And so today I just want to celebrate that, and to celebrate all those people, most of them completely unknown, who have contributed through their inventive creativity to creating gadgets and ways of doing things which make the lives of all of us so much simpler and straightforward.